How do we actually know the story we've built our faith on? I'm not questioning Jesus. My trust in him is unshakable. What I'm asking is this: is the narrative we've inherited the whole truth? Is the story of how Christianity became to be, is that the truth? Is the truth of how we've inherited the Bible, is that the truth? The New Testament seems sacred and timeless, like it was meant to be. But here's the reality: it didn't just appear out of thin air. It was shaped in a vibrant and chaotic world of Jesus followers, people who wrestled with what it meant to follow him. Some saw Jesus as a radical teacher, others as a divine revolutionary trying to overthrow the current government, others still the Son of God in the fullest sense. What we now call Christian orthodoxy wasn't inevitable. It was the story that won, sometimes by blending rival voices and sometimes by silencing them. And that's not conspiracy, that's history. And history deserves a closer look. And this is why this journey matters. If we believe in the incredible truth of Jesus Christ, born of the Virgin Mary, crucified under Pontius Pilate, who rose on the third day and is now at the right hand of the Father, then shouldn't we care enough to trace how that story got to us? And I know this isn't easy, and the pulpits and Sunday schools feels like a part of who we are. Some of what we've been taught and questioning it can feel like pulling at loose ends. But here's the thing: as believers, we trust that all genuine truth leads back to Christ. So why not chase it and chase it boldly? For me, that spark ignited in 2020 when COVID shook the world, where governments, institutions, and leaders, the ones we're supposed to trust, changed and twisted narratives to fit their needs. Facts were changed, economies collapsed, trust was in pieces, and I couldn't help but think, if today's history can be so easily spun, what about the history of our faith? And not the truth of Christ himself, but of the human hands that shaped his story. So consider this. It's only been 570 years since the Bible was first printed and was able to get into the hands of lay people. It's only been about 500 years since the reformers challenged the gaps of the church's teachings at the time and scripture. And we have, for at least 1,000 years before that, popes and bishops and emperors held sway over the scriptures and interpretations, and sometimes mixed the faith with wars and scandals and power moves. Doesn't that make you a little curious about what shaped our Bible? And this isn't about doubt.